That time is 11 o'clock on this late Sunday night, September 30th, 2018. And it's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Sunday night, September 30th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 21 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is President Trump takes in Dr. Notes for a deal to end the down. Syria conflict. Trump committed and defeated ISIS, says Lindsey Graham. Video shows shelter staff is pushing shoving migrant children out of review for possible criminal charges. Second child dead in U.S. custody more than Guatemala village. Lion kills 22-year-old worker at North Carolina Wildlife Conservatory, officials said. California Attorney General PG&E could face murder charges for wildfires. U.S. President's China on trade proposals. Texas judge lets Obamacare stand while court challenge continues. Iran installed nuclear talks with North Korea's Kim reportedly sends message to Trump. Putin sends Christmas note to Trump saying that he wants to talk. And the Democrats headed to the 2019 split on everything but President Trump. Bridgewater State receives racist message over Tinder. Some prices raised as minimum wage increases in Colorado, 19 other states. Feds share Powell on scripted reports set up for Rocky 2019. Origin of virus at Hubble's newspaper still unclear. NASA is about to reach the farthest object yet in the solar system. 9-3 woman, Hubble telescope, dead at the age of 93. Prominent experts said first Super Bowl moon of the year sign that the earthquake's governments will fall. Americans still under surveillance in Omaha after potential Ebola exposure. Iran, police chief admits that there's not actually Zika in meth after viral Facebook post that widespread flu approach to Texas. Mansfield, a long-held dream for the 25-year-old Mass Music and Arts Society is one step closer to reality. The non-profit all-volunteer organization dedicated to verifying performances and visual arts brought a 3-acre site opposite the Xfinity Center in South Main where the plans to build a theater, art gallery, and small performance space in the classrooms. The price of the property at 888 South Main was $1.9 million according to documents and files and registry and deeds. Seller Tom Susan given about $400,000 off the purchase price, gave an additional worth $16,000 in rent over the past 2 years toward the purchase. MMA spokesman Kevin Butler said it's very important to benchmark history and provide quality arts progress to the region. MMA has funded a state-of-the-art venue tentatively called Art Center in Great Woodsville to feature 250-seat theater, 3,000 square foot art gallery, 4 seats, and VIP rooftop bar over the look at Northern Reservoir. The group has raised $7,000 to $10,000 towards construction according to its press release. MMA has rented a 3,028 square foot building on the site of the past 2 years to use it for the academy programs, concerts, and spiritual events. The loan for the purchase came from the Mansfield Bank with a guarantee provided by quasi-public mass development estates, economic development, and finance authority. Harassed family man accused of stabbing his date and has all been questioned that he had sought medical help and recently said that he exhibited erratic behavior and extreme paranoia. The man had died Thursday after police tased him during the alleged attack. Police said they found Eric Stetzel trained by a 723-year-old bar in Temple at 13 Church Street just after 10 p.m. Thursday, she suffered extensive evidence. Last year, just going to the statement released by Norfolk County District Attorney Michael Morrissey's office. Police said they tased Stelter to Stupido and been safe safely. On 40 days, Stetzel was treated by paramedics by the governor. Sponsored away to South Shore Hospital, was put out later pronounced dead. Stetler's family had news that declined his mental health in the week before. The stabbing was said to experience delicious erratic behavior and extreme paranoia, according to the statement released by the family's lawyer, Phil Cormier. That statement said Stelter had been care of mental professionals for the last month, but the family called Quest Police and the EMT about a possible second break of Christmas night. The assessment by the EMT was that he denied the assistant due to the fact he was loose enough to know was no danger date. The statement said the family is surprised and unsure how to proceed. The family said that before 7 days had scheduled an intervention for Stelter taken to the patient facility for treatment. Yes. Peter, Shell News Time, 11:04 on this late Sunday night. Time now for Sports Support, the New England Patriots wrapping up season 11-5 with a 38-3 road Christian victory over the New York Jets. Let's go to 5 season 11. The 2 seed. Okay, look at that. NFL scores. The Indianapolis Colts lead in Tennessee Titans 27-17, 3:55 left in the fourth quarter. Buffalo Bills over the Miami Dolphins 42-17. Detroit Red Lions over the Green Bay Packers 31-0. Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars 20-3. Carolina Panthers over the North Saints 33-14. Dallas Cowboys edge at New York Jets 36-35. Atlanta Falcons over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-32. Baltimore Ravens over Cleveland Browns 26-24. Kansas City Chiefs over the Oakland Raiders 35-5. Chicago Bears over the Minnesota Vikings 24-10. Pittsburgh Steelers over the Cincinnati Bengals 16-13. Philadelphia Eagles over the Washington Redskins 24-0. And LA Chargers defeat the Denver Broncos 23-9. Orlando Magic over the Detroit Pistons 109, 107. Action, it's Minnesota 113, Miami 104, Toronto 95, Chicago Bulls 89, and Dallas Mavericks 105, Oklahoma City Thunder 103, Portland Trail Blazers 115, Philadelphia 76 74, Sacramento Kings 85, LA Lakers 80. All right, the Boston Celtics beat San Antonio take on the San Antonio Spurs. And looking at some NHL scores, 1 game, Vegas Golden Knights 5, Arizona Coyotes 1. Baltimore Ravens captured first AFC North title since 2012 with a thrilled win. Alexander Gustafsson suffered great injury at UFC 232 was shut down by John Jones in the first round. And former LSU quarterback John T. Jackson caps the impressive rookie season with a hometown win. Peter And in women's basketball, the Golden Invitational, Wheaton over Cedar Crest, 67-36 up in Maine. And Wednesday, Wheaton, Clark University men's basketball, 7 o'clock. Peter Chill News Time, 11:07. It's time now for our Peter Chill traffic and transit check. Baby! Let's study off on the MBT with a subway, commuter rail, and the ferries. They are looking good. Okay, look at the downwards and byways of New England and Rhode Island. It's looking good in Rhode Island and Southeast Massachusetts. The Cape Highways are looking good. Boston vicinity looking good. Central Western Massachusetts and Connecticut Highways are looking good. And up and off in New England, Interstate 878, southbound side, little sorry, U.S. Canadian border. 25, southbound side, sorry, Maine, turn back up in Augusta, Maine, and Ottawa 50 at the northbound side, sorry, Quebec, towards Montreal. Peter Chill News Time, 11:08 on this late Sunday night. Time now for weather report. Snow flurries western portions west of Rochester, New Hampshire, and some clouds going on a bunch of western Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Vermont, and then snow flurries in upstate New York and Vermont, and southern and east central portions of Quebec and western portions of Quebec, and snow on west of Ottawa, Ontario. Some rain showers that are on southern Missouri and southern Illinois, western Indiana, and western Kentucky, and rain showers in Tennessee and the northern portions of Mississippi and Alabama and Arkansas. Right now, looking at the temperature spread around the region, it is in the 20s, about much as 71 to 33 degree. We in New Haven, Connecticut, and 31 in Hartford, Connecticut, and it's in the 20s, about much of northern weather at 30 degree. We in Concord, Hampshire, and 24 in Port Maine, but otherwise, it's the single numbers and teens for much of Maine. Okay, look at that forecast goes like this. Tonight, mostly cuts about 23 degrees. Calm wind for tomorrow, New Year's Eve. Just rain after 5 p.m. Mostly cuts about 42 degrees. Calm wind coming southwest about 6 miles an hour. Morning, transpiration is 30%. But tonight, rain may move for 5 a.m. But punch bug after 9 p.m. Transpiration rises to 46 by 5 a.m. And south about 5 miles an hour. Guess that's 29 miles an hour. Transpiration is 1% new for about 3.75 1 inch possible for New Year's Day. Chance rain may before 7 a.m. Punch bug before 8 a.m. miles. Mostly cuts about gradual compatibility. Sense about 56 degrees. Southwest about 8 miles outside. 41 miles an hour. Transpiration is 30% new for spots less than 7 inches possible for Tuesday night. Mostly cuts about 27 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles an hour. Outside 21 miles an hour for Wednesday. Most cuts about 34 about 24 degrees. North for about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Should have calm wind for Thursday. Mostly cuts about 38 about 31 degrees. A lot of wind to the gob with for Friday. Chest snow before 7 a.m. Then a chest made snow between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Then a chest made after 10 a.m. Class come out 51 degrees. South one spot 3 to 7 miles. Like Wisconsin side 3 miles. Chest made to 40%. Friday night chest made mostly class about 31 degrees. And west one about 7 miles. Class size 24 miles. Chest made to 30%. Saturday, most of the cuts for 42 about 28 degrees. West one about 6 to 9 miles. Cuts 24 miles an hour. For Sunday, most of the about 42 degrees. West about 8 miles. Cuts 24 miles an hour. Right now, Norton, it is fair skies, and it's 23 degrees, and that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Sunday night, December 30th, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good presentation, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at the more report. Hope you have a good night.